Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper. Today we're playing some Timber and Stone, Islay Season 3. Look at this. What do we have right here? What are we on top of? Perhaps greatness. Possibly, though, just a fairly tall tower. Something sort of not necessarily great, but perhaps overwhelming when you are quite slow down right here. Imagine we're a spider in the water. That is what you would see. Pretty fantastic. Why are there so many walls here? What's going on? Well, in the live stream, what we did is we tried and build as much of the walls we possibly could. We only got so far because, you know, we ran out of resources. There we go. We ran out of wood, which tends to happen. This I've actually been building while I've been sort of setting everything up. And yeah, what we did in the live stream was we constructed sort of this tower right here, this tower along with the walls next to it, and of course the walls connected to this gateway right here, Portcullis Gatehouse. There we are, which is pretty fantastic. And also I've been sort of creating the stone walls or stone pillars that are going to be connected to the walls on this side. Still do the same thing on the other side right there. Also the sound doesn't work for some reason. I can't hear like the hammering or the furnace anymore, but you can hear lumberjacks cutting wood, which is really weird. Why is that the case? Anyway, it doesn't matter too much, but I quite like the ambience of the stone of the furnace and that one. Oh well, I guess that's something we'll worry about later on. It might fix itself sooner or later. We've got a few spiders over here. Now, I've also installed a Eternal Light mod. Some people have been complaining about the nighttime, and I can definitely see why. It's a little bit annoying when unfortunately, the light bug, which I couldn't find a mod to fix, so I'm just going to assume it's much better for me to use the light mod right here. Let me just zoom in again. It's unfortunate the light mod, or the lights in the game are kind of bugged out, so when you look at them from a certain angle, not all of them, but most of them, the lights just bug out and they don't really help illuminate too much. Well, they illuminate, but way too much to the point where it's just pointless, because you can't see anything, because it's so bright. So what I've done is I've installed an Eternal Light mod, so you won't see nighttime anymore. Let me know if this is alright. I'm feeling iffy about it, to be honest with you. It feels a little bit cheaty. I'm not too sure if maybe this is going to have any issues with our day cycle. If it does, then I'll just uninstall it and continue with the day-night, because I would rather it say that I'm on day 100 or something like that, just to keep on track. And also, nighttime's like that extra little bit of challenge as well, which is why I do like the nighttime. But hopefully, they do fix the lights, and when that becomes a thing, the light sources anyway, and when that actually happens, then I'll just get rid of the Eternal Light mod. That'll probably happen the next update, and I'm not too sure if maybe the map will even be supported at that point. Hopefully it will, because otherwise, I'll probably still be on this though. I'll be honest with you, unless the update was big enough, which it might just be improved models and AI, so that's probably why I wouldn't update so much. But yeah, it also does a bunch of other stuff right here that we're not really going to muck around with. We could have the enemies show up how many we've got on the map. We've currently got 8, but I don't think I really need that. Yeah, that's to turn it off and on. Yeah, okay. It was nighttime, but I guess it like skipped the day until or something like that. I'm not too sure how it really works, to be honest with you. Like I said, hopefully time does pass. I could have the enemy counter right there, but I feel like that's going to get rid of some of the emergence, you know, of all of a sudden running into a necromancer. Now, the reason I would like to have it on, to be honest with you, is that the necromancer actually burnt this entire wall down. As you can see, there's still some charred grass nearby. It wasn't really too much of a pain to build, but the fact that I had to build it back was a bit annoying. What happened is we were having a little fight down here, and some fireball, like some stray fireball, just sort of shot all the way from over there and hit the stone pillar. Now, for some reason, the stone pillar can catch fire and spread across to other block types. If it is timbered brick, it's going to burn off, it's going to burn away and start spreading very quickly. A little bit annoying, but the way to fix that is to actually go off and back in. So it gets rid of the fire for some reason if you just restart the client. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing if that kind of thing happens. Sorry, devs, but the fire spreading is just, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I should probably, I did think that I should put like some stone across here, but the thing is it hit the stone block and then continued to spread along. So I don't think it really matters if I have stone here or not. It's just going to end up spreading across the wood no matter how hard I try. This is timbered brick, and it just spreads like wood. Also, some of the stone also disappears every now and then. It's not as frequent, the disappearing of stone caused by fire. But yeah, disintegration, probably a better word. We're finishing off this tower, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully that's not what we will be doing today. They're having a little bit of trouble getting down from here. I suppose it's because of the scaffolding that they currently do not have any of. So we'll just go ahead and continue to make scaffolding for them. Should be the same on this side. It's actually both going in the same direction, which is not really what I want. There we are, beautiful. So what we're going to be doing today... Also, something else I forgot to mention. We have, I think, 5 new people. And we actually just got Josephine right now, who came in pretty much before I started recording. If we go to the... Man, it's pretty easy to know who is new or not. Kind of. JK right there, he was on the stream. Gilda, I think, isn't someone... No, the name's not on the list. So I'm going to say Gilda is free reign. What we're going to do with you, Gilda, is we're going to rename you. Apparently you're an engineer. We got 2 engineers, I might add. One of them was level 5, which was amazing. Rensin, I believe, wanted to be... I think you are on Stonehearth, I believe. But well, we'll have you renamed. I'm annoyed that I haven't put this in order, so it's going to be kind of awkward to actually get this set up. Also, can you be a builder, please? That'd be very much appreciated. What else? So, I'm going to have to go through the list and check out who we actually have right now. It looks like we don't have Dantos, I think. Drakeman. Yeah, we don't have Dantos, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Josephine's a farmer. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, go on, and we'll have you as a farmer. Dantos, you're a farmer now. Dantos. I think it's Dantos. Also, Hawk. Someone called Hawk. Let's just double check to see if we've got anyone called Hawk. We should really just check through the alphabetical lining right here. Let's see. No H. Wait, I'm in the wrong sector. That's fine. We got Hildegard right there. Hildegard doesn't sound like someone I remember. They're not on the list. So I'm going to say that Hildegard is free reign. Feels like it anyway. They are a level 5 builder, so I think they probably haven't been here for a while. So Hawk, there we are. Apologies if I haven't got your names. I think I've got Samuel here as well, but I think you're on here. Samuel. No, you're not. Okay. We actually have quite a lot of S's. We've got Rensin right here, which I think is definitely... Yeah, Rensin's the new one. I already forgot. That's weird. Not really weird. Let's see. Anyone else here? You sound like someone I've not seen before. You are a level 1 farmer. Miner, so you're probably new. Eleanor. That's a nice name. You're not on the list. So I'm going to go ahead and change you to Samuel. Now, Samuel and Rensin both want to be footmen, but we don't need them right now. But when the time comes where we do need them, you will be on the walls, defending the keep. So Samuel. There we go. Just keep double checking right there. I think you're a miner as well, which you don't necessarily need right now. We just need builders. We have a builder right there. And we need some more lumberjacks as well. I've planted a few trees around here because we're running out a little bit. It's really weird not to listen to any noises near the fighting ground right there. Fighting ground? What? It's not a fighting ground. Near the... I didn't realize the shadows moved. I just realized that right now, actually. So it's midday right now. It says eternal light, so the day's not necessarily going by. That's not really good for me, is it? I would like... If it's on day 75 forever, then I'm probably not going to keep using this. So, yeah, there you go. There was also a speed mod, which was something I was going to point out. It could go up to, like, times 6 speed, but I couldn't use this and the eternal light mod. But I feel like I would never use times 6 speed, but times 3 would definitely be something I'd use, which is part of the mod. But you can't use more than one mod, unfortunately, so... That'll be something we live with until the time comes. However, times 3 speed, I think, would be, like, the perfect amount. Just because we're so used to having times 2 speed. Now, if we want to go down here, though, and check out if there are any enemies. Once again, I feel like having the enemy counter would be a little bit too, thingamajig. Too cheaty. But at the same time, would stop me from having to keep checking on where the enemies are. Also... The intro has sort of been going all over the place right now because we don't necessarily know what we're doing. I've just been talking about lots of random BS. It's really hard for me to concentrate because there's no ambient noise in the background. I should have got something for me, just the background right here. Maybe get some crickets. Oh well, I suppose. These towers are not necessarily the same size, but the ground floor is 12 up, I think, from ground. So if we just double check. Yeah, so this is the ground floor right here, or soon to be ground floor. So what we'll do is we'll get the umber brick, get that set up right along here, and then we'll be able to actually get the underlayer sorted out. Actually, I don't think we need to at this part. I think if we just do it like this, there we are. That'll be how this bit gets worked out. There we are. And we do the same right here. I feel like the corners can have a block just sort of hooked underneath there. Just, we don't need it on the other layers. So we'll have that go like this. Do the same right here. It's not paused right now, so it should be good. We're going to watch out for necromancers, though. They are definitely the new era. The new era? The new problem that we're going to start having. Also, we don't need a guard position here anymore. I feel like it's kind of pointless. So we're going to remove it. I'm going to hope to just have guards all around this area. Now, what I'm going to be doing in today's episode, or today's 3 upcoming episodes, I really need to... Today's playthrough, there we go. Much better word to describe the situation. In today's playthrough, what we're going to be doing is creating our barracks. Right here. So I think it's a pretty good idea to make the barracks connected to the wall. The problem with doing that, though, is that we might have a bit of an unfortunate situation with the whole place lighting up. What I might do is make this up just completely out of stone. Not too sure if I really mind that. We can make it out of the castle brick right here and just have it connected, or maybe like bits of umber brick with castle brick. That might be a pretty good idea, but I want the barracks to be notable, but quite unique in shape. We're still going to have a tower connected to it, but all this area is going to be a nice platform connected to a few sort of roofs. They're going to have some target dummies and stuff like that, and some sleeping quarters that will probably attach on this part right here. That will probably be underneath a stairway that gets you up to the layer right there. It's going to be quite interesting to look at, but hopefully it should be recognizable as a armory, barracks, all that kind of thing. But mainly a sleeping quarters. It's going to be good for us because it's going to be attached to the wall. So they should be able to get to their required posts fairly quickly and across it without having to cross the entire town, which they're probably going to do anyway, but it's just a way for them to go around. Also, their main guard post is right here. So if their sleeping quarters is very close, that means they can they can get right into combat as quick as they possibly can. I'm thinking of putting a doorway right here as well, just so the guards can actually quickly fight any enemies that are over there without any issues. Speaking of enemies, we've got some wolves over here that have just spawned. How many? So we've got 4 wolves right here. Now, obviously, I mean, there's always more than one group that has spawned. We should really get rid of all those corpses nearby as well, because that really does make me not know how many there are. Wow, it doesn't... What? Words at the moment are just terrible. They're all just awful. Screw words. However, what I'm going to do is get a guard all the way down there to hopefully dispatch the foes. Now, with us right now, what we're going to do is have him go down to this wolf right here. Hopefully no other wolves will spawn. That would be quite unfortunate. Because at the moment I can only see 5 altogether. We're going to domesticate that sheep as well. Need to start getting rid of wheat, so I think domesticating more animals is a good idea. That'll definitely be the way we actually use up most of our wheat, since we are pretty much running low on our storage capacity right here. It just looks like a tray full of eggs. I think someone did reference that in the stream. I think it was us. If we just get rid of that corpse, what we can do is we can have our infantryman go in, show these wolves who's boss. We might need to go and get a... We might need to go and get a forager to collect the actual body parts of these animals. We need a lot of leather, so I think you can get a lot of it from the wolves. So if we just want to like gather all these resources, we should probably tell them to gather with our forager. Now our forager, I think, is a farmer. I believe. I think it's Z903. So we'll be able to get that sorted out. I think that was it. As you can see, necromancers are just like spawning left, right, and center now. So they definitely know that we are here. We've got to watch out. The necromancers are on the way. So I think we're fine, unless they spawned up here. Wolves ain't that bad anymore, from what I've seen. A lumberjack can kill a wolf by himself. But yeah, if they're not full on their inventory, because then they can actually juke the wolf. But if they are full, they might have a few issues. We'll have to get lucky by that point. But yeah, hopefully all the guards just sort of stick around here. Let's get Z903 to go ahead. I know he's a farmer, so just look around here. This looks very quaint. It's very nice to look at. Zenlife03, I guess, is the only farmer that's gone to sleep, which is not very good to see. Another migrant! Wow, that is amazing. We're going to need some extra food space, because at the moment we are getting just completely... Actually, no, we got an extra farmer, so we should be alright. This is amazing! Nearly got... I think we have 30 migrants right now. Fantastic! So we can only get 20 more, but it's amazing. I'm not sure if there's anyone else to name, so... There's probably someone else to name. I'll have to look through it. But anyway, as I was saying, we need to go ahead and turn you back into your first role, the forager. I know it's been a while, Z903, but we do require someone to forage the corpses of these animals. Could you also go ahead and not... I have to rearrange what you actually do as a forager. Loot the dead. Harvest wild wheat, nope. Hunt boar, no. Gather berries, hunt sheep. No, just loot the dead bodies. That's all I really need right now. So yeah, just gather resources from all these wolves, because that is definitely the big thing that we need done right now. While we're doing that, if we just pause and make sure we actually get this tower done. Yeah, it's nearly all constructed along here. We want to go ahead and... I mean, I don't really mind this being the walkways up, I suppose. It's not really going to make us a big difference. So if we go ahead and get our utilities sorted out, not our utilities, our flooring, timber planks, make sure they connect all the way along here. And, okay, no, not like that. There we go. Little bit awkward, but that's fine. Let's not do that layer just yet, because we want this bit to be built underneath, and they won't be able to do it if there's a bit of wood sort of covering the part that I require to be constructed. So if we just do this... Oh, wrong place. There we are, and that should be good. Alright, now if we just continue with the planks. There we are. We get these corners sorted out. So we don't want these three parts right here to be covered, because we want them to actually be able to get up and down. So we'll leave it for now. We don't need that corner to actually have a log as well. That'd be quite unfortunate. Not a log. I didn't mean to say log, but for some reason that's what came out of my mouth. Anyway, we'll continue onwards. Don't worry, get the barracks sorted out in a minute. We're just getting all this mostly cleanup that we're sorting out right now. Like I said, necromancers aren't hard to kill. They're just annoying, because they're going to burn our wall down fairly convincingly. They do a pretty good job. I said, huh? They do a pretty good job of sort of burning everything down. What I've done is I've added a few trees, and I think I'm going to do the same on this side, because it acts as a barrier to stop some fireballs from getting to our walls. I know the walls are meant to exist to defend us, and they do exist to defend us, but versus a necromancer, they're kind of useless. A necromancer or a goblin with fire arrows, mostly the goblin with the fire arrows is probably going to get dispatched before he can actually fire on the wall. So it's not really too much of a big issue. Let me just gather some of these up before we keep going. Do you get food from this? No, but you do get a lot of animal hide and a lot of animal fur, so that's pretty good. I'm also purchasing some more tree parts as well from the traders that we possibly get. Also, I think we need like someone that's just a trader all the time. That's not a bad idea. If we get who's the new guy? Mood, I believe it was. Yeah, you're not a great trader, but I think it's a good idea just to have you be a trader all the time. Don't get me wrong, Islay, you know, proud trader. Wait, where are you? Yeah, Islay's a level 7 trader. Jared's also apparently a 4 trader. Fantastic. Hawk is a level 3 trader. Might be able to get Hawk to do it. He's new. Hawk being a trader is not a bad idea. Just all the time. It just means that I don't have to keep multitasking. But at the same time, it means that someone is kind of useless. But the thing is, I don't think that really matters too much. He's not really useless. He's going to be a lot of help for us just because I'm not usually the kind of person that's going to multitask in that sort of way. Not multitask, but micromanage. Micro, macro, I keep getting them wrong. I played StarCraft in ages, so I can't remember. Although, I've been watching Shoutcraft, which has been pretty fantastic. There we are. I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant by the time this video comes out, but still. I'm pretty sure it will be. Let's continue onwards. And let's get some more Umber brick. I can't remember what we did with the design over here. Okay, yeah, we went up one layer, and then we attached the corners properly. That's good to see then. So if we just do that, basically. These towers don't really exist for any sort of practical reason. But they look nice, and they definitely sort of cut down the monotony of just having straight walls to defend our keep. like, every now and again, just having a castle is really nice to see. Also, apparently, my frame rate just tanked right there. I'm not too sure if maybe something just lit on fire. That's usually what happens when the frame rate goes down that quickly. Let's just double check right here. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but we're hopefully going to change this into the new farming zone because it's a lot bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a new fence. I'm going to like add a lot of dirt around here and then have a fence. It's going to be one layer high, but we can make sort of cool walkways to get to the top. But we'll have this flattened out completely. We'll get rid of this. Well, we'll cover the stone with the dirt. I think I'd rather cover it with dirt than mine up the stone and add dirt. And then what we'll do is we'll try and level it out for the most part. It doesn't need to be completely leveled out. I quite like the idea of having a few sort of layered areas that are just sort of there. Not completely flat, because you don't need it to be completely flat. I think it'll look quite nice, just sort of being a little bit different every now and then. But we do need to get rid of all this stone and replace it with dirt. And all of this random stuff that we got right here. And then what I'll do is I'll replace this to be just some more tree farming areas. That would be pretty fantastic. But yeah, we got quite a lot left to do. So let's not, you know, fiddle-faddle around. Samuel right there, already not doing very much. That's quite interesting to see. They've already constructed this area, which is very cool. What we'll do is we'll get the doorway sorted out in a second. If we go for the umber brick once again, and then just go ahead and do this. Very nice, very simple as well. What I'm planning to do is with the barracks tower. The barracks tower is going to have a roof. I think that'll be a quite cool idea. We'll probably won't be able to finish the entire barracks, like I said, until the last episode. So what I'll do is I'll most probably skip some of it. Probably won't be able to complete it because I'm wasting quite a lot of time on this tower right here. Doesn't really matter too much, to be honest, but something that we probably should focus on. Now, we only have 8,000 stone. Are we making any more brick? We are making a little bit, but I think we need to go back to the 999 part right here. Now, we do have 22,000 dirt and 31,000 raw stone, so we're pretty much not going to run out anytime soon. What we can also do is go ahead and make 500 logs again. Our log count's going up fairly significantly. For those that don't know, to make these 2 layers of wall right here, this timbered brick and this timbered brick right here, and do the 1 layer across the entire of our, well, the entire circumference of our wall, I suppose. Not circumference. But yeah, the entirety of our wall, each layer, 1 of these blocks representing a layer, let's say. It will cost us 2,000 stone and 1,000 wood, roughly, if they're also making timber and brick at the same time. So we pretty much need about 8,000 stone and... oh no, because it goes up by 5 layers now. So 10,000 stone and 5,000 wood in order to actually get most of the walls fully constructed. For the most part. However, it's going to cost a lot more than that because of these towers and all the sort of random cool bits I'm going to try and add. Anyway, we should really get started on this. Like I said, I primarily want to make it out of stone. So what I'm going to be doing is probably adding the umber brick chisel around here. I think that would be a good idea. And then what I'm going to start doing is adding probably the castle brick. Oh no, we can use the umber brick. But just the unchiseled the trimless version of the umber brick. That might be a pretty cool idea. I think we'll do that instead. I'm not seeing the umber brick that's not been chiseled. That's going to be pretty cool to see. But like I said, let's make a layer each. Well, let's block the wood right here, because I don't really want to get rid of it. So I'm just going to block it instead, and then we'll be able to cover over it. So it's as if it never existed. There we are. Also along here, we want to go in and make our pillars. It's going to be pretty cool to see. And I've not like planned to make this barracks. I'm just going to try and make some unique attachments for it. See if we can make anything that's quite interesting. I'm actually going to go along here as well. Get this bit sorted out. So there's quite a lot left to do on our wall. But we've nearly done most of it, I would say. The barracks is pretty much the last key part of our wall that needs constructing. Actually, no. I'm actually BSing a little bit right there. We actually do need to make the great walls that we have right here. That's going to be quite interesting. Not really a wall, but it's going to just sort of be an archway. There's got a few grates going into the water. Well, it probably won't be able to go into the water, but it'll be touching it. And it'll be a walkway. So it'll be attached to the wall, but it'll just be a little bit different. So we'll be able to get something like that sorted out. Probably off camera. But as you can see, we'll get this sorted out. What we want to do is go along like this with this at the same time. We did the same over here, so that is always good to see. Now, as for the tower, Do we want to make that out of stone as well, or... I'm not too sure, actually. There's quite a lot we can really do. That's a cool looking design. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out how this tower is going to work with the new brick type. If we get the trimless, not trimless, but if we just see what this looks like, well, we'll be able to see what it looks like in a minute, so that's fine. If we want to go ahead and just make the trimless umber brick across here, okay, let's not do it like that. There we are. We want to go across like this. Now, we don't need to go around this circle completely, because there's going to be a platform before we go sort of do anything crazy along here. The umber brick, like the actual umber brick trimless, is actually really nice looking, so we're going to keep that. It's going to be a fairly tall tower, though, but I do feel like it does need some sort of wood involved with it. I'm not too sure. We need to have something wooden involved. It's just that I quite like the idea of having it completely made out of stone, just because it's practical at the same time. It means no necromancers are going to be able to destroy us. If you two can actually get out of that circle before you get stuck, that'd be pretty fantastic. Ah, beautiful. I got some ice in my water today, I know. I'm living the life of luxury right now. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make our walkway. So I want to have a cool little walkway sort of about here. What we'll do is we'll have the paved greystone go up to this. We might actually want it to go up into here instead. That might be a much better idea. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing. If we can have a fairly large walkway go up to sort of a cool platform that's connected to the main barracks, I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to see. So let's see. If we go to our construction and roofing, we'll go for the ceramic right now. And if we make it go 5 across, I think that's a perfect number. So basically, what we want to do is have it go 5 across, and then we want it to go in by 2 more with the umber brick. Umber brick? Yeah, the floor level of the umber brick right here. Actually, do we want it to be... I'm just thinking, do we want it to actually be the pale brick? Because pale brick's pretty nice looking. That might be what we want to do instead. Let's go with the pale brick. There we are. Okay, so we got the pale brick right here. We might not like it, so we'll definitely see what happens. But the outside layer of this wall is going to be covered anyway. But yeah, this barracks is going to be a little bit taller than the walls, but it should be able to sort of groove itself into the actual wall itself, so it should be fine. Beautiful. But yeah, the pale brick will be sorted out right there. And we'll be able to actually sort of level this out and see what we actually want to get done around here. Let's go ahead and continue to get our umber brick trimless sorted out across here. I feel like my voice is vibrating a little bit today. I'm feeling it. It's very strange, even though, you know, the idea of audio is basically vibration. But I can feel it. It's a bit different today. Is it good different? Is it bad different? I don't know. Well, we'll find out, really. Also, let's go ahead and put this up by 1 more layer as well. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll see if we can actually get it done. We should have a little look around for any enemies. At the moment, though, I'm mostly just trying to figure out how this is actually going to look. I'm mostly thinking maybe we're going to get the outside layer done first. It's not going to be huge, and it's not going to be like a square or anything like that. Oh, we got a new guy. Oh, fantastic. That's 31 people right there. The food's actually going down a little bit, though, so we might want to start neglecting people. That might be something that we want done. Yeah, not really. We can just increase the crop yield for a few areas around it anyway. So if we go to our farm, just let's get some carrots. Let's just put some extra carrots along here. So there we go. He's athletic. There's a new woodcutter as well, so that's good to see. So we'll get some more carrots put down. We'll get some potatoes along here. I think these are potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. There we are. So just increase the amount of crop that we have right here. Get some more turnips. And we'll just have that sort of planted along here. The problem with this is that we can't actually build this wall, but this is going to be the last wall we construct. Because I think the wall here probably won't be created until we actually move most of our farmers to that little island that we have right there. So we're a little while away. I'm actually kind of wondering if this is a better looking wall than what we currently have. It's quite sturdy, that's why I like it. This isn't good. Now I feel like I maybe should have made it all out of the umber brick instead. It just looks nice. You know what? No. We're sticking to our guns, okay? I think this looks good anyway, to be honest with you. But this is definitely going to help out in making this look a lot more like a barracks.